Welcome to the VR 5 Minute, your spot for VR news and information in 5 minutes or less. And today I'm here to talk about 10 must-play VR horror games available for the MetaQuest. First up, Resident Evil 4 VR. Step into the shoes of Leon S. Kennedy and experience this survival horror classic like never before. Fight terrifying cult members, solve puzzles, and rescue the president's daughter, if you can, all in heart-pounding VR. Next up, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Survive the undead apocalypse in the streets of New Orleans. Make moral choices, scavenge for supplies, and battle hordes of walkers in this immersive survival horror experience. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is just a blast to play in VR. The game looks great, the physics are awesome, and it is damn creepy. Next up, Propagation Paradise Hotel. Feeling brave? Propagation Paradise Hotel traps you in a sinister hotel where an illness has turned people into savage creatures. Are you going to survive long enough to save your sister? I've actually just started playing Propagation Paradise Hotel, and it has some Resident Evil vibes. The atmosphere is creepy, the sound design is brilliant, and it has just been a lot of fun so far. Within the first 10 minutes, I jumped twice, if that's saying anything. So definitely a title worth checking out. Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul. Prepare for pure terror in Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul, where you explore a haunted house filled with sinister secrets and paranormal entities that will keep you on the edge. Every creak and shadow could be your last. This game is one of the earliest horror titles I played in VR. In fact, I played it the first time on PSVR and then later again played it on the MetaQuest. This game truly had me freaked out. There are some very, very spooky, chilling segments. I highly recommend this horror title to any fans of the genre out there. This would definitely be a must-play. Up next, Lies Beneath. If you love survival horror with a unique twist, Lies Beneath definitely delivers. Set in the town of Slumber, Alaska, this game's comic book style art masks a chilling tale of monstrous horrors. This game is just breathtaking to behold. It packs a ton of action, some really great scares, and some really great mechanics. Love this title. If you haven't played it and you're a fan of horror VR titles, go out and pick it up. Up next, The Exorcist Legion VR. The Exorcist Legion VR takes you on an episodic journey inspired by the legendary film series. Face demonic entities and uncover a dark conspiracy, if you've got the balls to do it. This is the first VR horror title I ever played. Played it on the PSVR way, way, way back. It is definitely one of the older titles, but it holds up. This title chilled me to the bone. There are so many wonderful horror elements woven into the tapestry of this game that I could do an entire review on it, and I just might. Up next, Dread Halls, definitely an oldie but a goodie. For stealth lovers, Dread Halls is a dungeon crawler like no other. Escape procedurally generated mazes while evading unspeakable horrors lurking in the dark. Man, this game is called Dread Halls for a reason because it really, really builds up that sense of dread. It is just so creepy and spooky. You never really know what's going to happen next. It's the oldest title on this list, but it is definitely worth checking out if you haven't already, and you can get it on the cheap. Next, Cosmodread, from the developers of Dread Halls. Find yourself aboard a dying spaceship filled with nightmares. Can you escape before it's too late? Procedurally generated environments keep the terror fresh every single time. This game is just a blast. You've got to basically get yourself off this marooned spacecraft filled with these horrible creatures. There's a very cool crafting mechanic and a great inventory system. The game looks good, it plays great, and it is worth checking out. Last on this list is Blair Witch Oculus Quest Edition. Blair Witch Oculus Quest Edition immerses you in the haunting lore of the Blair Witch. Navigate the ominous Black Hills forest and confront your worst fears in this psychological horror masterpiece. The game looks great. You've got a dog companion. The scares are legitimately terrifying, and it really does weave in the Blair Witch lore in a very masterful way. If you're a fan of the Blair Witch, a fan of VR horror, then this is definitely a title that is worth having in your library. And there you have it, 10 must-have VR horror games on the MetaQuest. You feeling brave enough to play them all? Have you played any of them? I would love to know what your favorite is in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you can know when content drops next. Once again, thank you so much for watching the VR 5 Minute. I'm Phil Rossi, and we'll see you next time.